The path of a true warrior is not found in weapons, battles, or conquest alone. The real battlefield is within. The greatest enemy a man must conquer is not outside of him, but inside. His own desires, his impulses, and his undisciplined mind. Semen retention is not just a practice. It is the warrior's path. It is the discipline that forges strength, clarity, and mastery over self. To walk this path is to step into the ranks of men who shaped history, men who understood that the energy within them was far too valuable to waste. Every man is born with the potential for greatness, but few ever realize it. Why? Because most men waste their energy on temporary pleasures, never understanding the treasure they are throwing away. Semen is not just fluid, it is life itself, carrying the power to create, to energize, and to transform. To spill it carelessly is to weaken yourself. To retain it and channel it is to build yourself into a warrior, physically strong, mentally sharp, and spiritually unshakable. History gives us many examples of kings and leaders who embodied discipline, restraint, and mastery over their desires. One such example is King Chandragupta Maurya, the founder of the Maurya Empire in India. Trained by the wise philosopher Chanakya, Chandragupta was not only a powerful ruler, but also a disciplined man who lived by strict codes of self-control. According to historical traditions, the kings of old were often trained in celibacy and self-mastery during their early years, so they could conserve energy, sharpen their focus, and develop the willpower needed to rule vast empires. Chandragupta's life reflected that discipline. From a simple village boy, he rose to build one of the largest empires in the world at the time. His strength did not only come from his armies, but from his ability to master himself. This is what semen retention represents, the inner discipline that fuels outer greatness. When a man practices semen retention, he is no longer a slave to his desires. He begins to reclaim his power. Imagine a warrior in ancient times. If he was constantly indulging in pleasure, wasting his energy, losing his focus, he would never survive in battle. The warrior's life demanded strength, clarity, and discipline. Likewise, in today's world, you may not fight with swords and shields, but you are fighting battles of a different kind. Battles of focus in a distracted world. Battles of willpower against temptations. Battles of discipline against laziness. If you cannot conquer yourself, you cannot win in life. The biological power of semen retention supports the warrior's path. Retaining your seed strengthens your body by conserving vital nutrients like zinc and magnesium, fueling testosterone, and energizing the nervous system. It sharpens your mind, increases your confidence, and makes you alert. Warriors of history knew this instinctively. They guarded their life force because they knew that energy wasted on indulgence was energy lost on the battlefield. Today, your battlefield may be your career, your business, your education, or your personal growth. And just like the warriors of old, you need that energy to fight and win. There is also the spiritual side. Warriors who practiced discipline understood that mastery over desire was mastery over fear. A man who can control himself is unshakable, because no external temptation can break him. This was the code of kings and samurais alike. In Japan, the samurai practiced not just martial skills, but also meditation, celibacy, and strict codes of discipline to maintain their focus and inner strength. Their honor was rooted in self-mastery. Likewise, when you walk the path of semen retention, you are training your spirit to rise above weakness and step into true manhood. The benefits of this path are not instant, but they are undeniable. In the first days, you may feel restless. Your mind may try to tempt you back into old habits, but every day you resist, you grow stronger. Every battle you win within yourself makes you more of a warrior. Over weeks and months, your energy builds, your presence deepens, your focus sharpens. People will notice something different about you. They may not know what it is, but they will feel the power in your aura. This is the warrior's glow, the magnetism that comes from retaining and channeling your life force. Chandragupta Maurya, under the guidance of Chanakya, learned that kingship was not about indulgence, it was about service, discipline, and vision. He built an empire because he first built himself. This is the message for you. Before you can conquer the world, you must conquer yourself. Before you can lead others, you must lead yourself. Before you can build a kingdom, you must build your own inner strength. Semen retention is the foundation of that strength. The warrior's path is not easy. There will be moments when your mind screams for release, when the temptation feels unbearable. But remember, a warrior does not give in to weakness. A warrior stands tall, fights his inner battles, and emerges victorious. Every time you conquer temptation, you sharpen your sword. Every time you hold your seed, you add armor to your spirit. Every time you stay disciplined, you walk further on the warrior's path. And what is the reward of this path? It is not just physical strength, not just mental clarity, not just spiritual depth. It is freedom, the freedom of being in control of yourself. The freedom of no longer being a slave to impulses. The freedom of living with purpose, power, and presence. This is the reward that kings enjoyed, the reward that warriors lived for, the reward that you can claim today by choosing retention. The world is full of men who give in easily, who waste their energy without thought, who live in weakness. But you are not one of them. You are choosing strength over weakness, discipline over indulgence, mastery over slavery. Every day you hold your seed, you prove to yourself that you are not ordinary, you are extraordinary. So remember this, semen retention is the warrior's path because it demands discipline, it builds strength, and it leads to greatness. Walk this path with courage. When you feel tempted, think of the kings who built empires, the warriors who lived by honor, the men of history who left their mark, not by indulging, but by mastering themselves. Stand tall, hold strong, and walk forward with the fire of a true warrior. Your energy is your weapon, your discipline is your shield, and your destiny is waiting for you to claim it. Before we conclude, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop your location in the comments. I love to know where you're watching from. And if you ever have any questions, join our Telegram channel where we interact directly and help each other grow. The link is in the description.